Hey, good people, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Pretty late morning right now, around 11 a.m. here, going to be afternoon soon. So I am here doing a couple of videos for you. Uh, then I think I'll upload them and a little bit slow after the coffee. Even I'm slow, I haven't had my breakfast. Just took my vitamins and the coffee. So I am going to do initial impression one fragrance that I got recently. It's once again the House of Luciano, and I just recently finished Luciano couple of videos, and this house is very affordable, $25 within, and they are making this line specially a take on Louis Vuitton fragrances. So they have quite a few, if I'm not mistaken, 10, 15 or more. Okay. And what I mean, like these fragrances, why I'm getting them for a reason. One thing is these fragrances are very affordable. Second thing is very reachable for summer, very easy to wear. And also when I do review these, people like to watch. So it's a win-win situation, right? So I got these fragrances mostly from all actually from I think Perfume Center. Yesterday I visited. I did upload a video. I think you saw their collection and a new um like branch of Dhanmondi, and they do have these fragrances in abundance. Okay, so the fragrance we're going to be talking about called Luciano California Vibe. Let's check mic is good. Okay, so this comes in like amazingly similar looking, like stunningly similar looking bottles to Louis Vuitton fragrances, but Louis Vuittons are uh, not the same price point. They are one more zero plus double the price. What I mean, if these are 25 bucks, I think Louis Vuittons are costing 400 something dollars, up to I think 700 800 if you buy the big bottle. So it is pretty expensive. It's not just expensive, it's insanely expensive. Okay, because Louis Vuitton bags, handbags, these are like dreams of ladies, right? So I'm giving you a little bit idea. 25 bucks versus 400 to $700. What are the differences? I'll also discuss. So this is unisex release, 100 ml standard, and these are like made in I think Middle Eastern country. Uh, oh, Fragrance de France. Okay, these are made in France. Sorry, my bad. It's a French perfume. It's extra parfum. Okay, so yeah, 100 ml, nice white box. The bottle is same like the other shape wise, same like the other three that I reviewed, but the coloration is just stunning. I just love the gradient of purple all the way to maybe pinkish peach. So this looks pretty good, and this is an inspired version of California Dream. This is called California Vibe. Okay, so such a vibe, I saw a video somewhere, some guy trying to flirt with a girl, but he's pretending to be not straight, and he goes like, "Oh my girl, you're such a vibe," and then the girl's like, "Oh," like uh, stupid videos. But I like this; they automatically come to your news feed one after another. You see, so I do watch animal videos, funny videos, and stuff. Anyway, so this thing looks just like that California Dream. I have to be careful saying the name because they are different names. The thing is that fragrance is done by Jacques Cavalier, I think. Jacques Cavalier, right? Yes. And then this one is 2022 release, the original of this. And then that one contains mandarin orange, musk, pear, muskmallow, and benzoin. So amber seed perhaps. Okay, so when I spray this, first of all let me talk about if I can get, because I haven't smelled the original, so I cannot compare this with the original, but I'll tell you what I smell from this. First of all, unisex, both genders can use it. Softer fragrance means it is like like Ferrari Bright Neroli type, so if you are wearing these fragrances, expect the fragrance to be like moderate sillage, moderate projection, and the longevity should be like 4 or 5 hours, like that, okay, on the shirt, or more if you don't have any pollution or high heat and humidity. So on subpar, these are better performer than many designers, many niche perfumes which are freshies. So this one beats all the freshies. This line, it will beat the freshies like Neroli Portofino. Doesn't last on me much. This thing does double the time. So performance is good for a freshie. Do not take like this fragrance to be weak. When I say average, project and all that, this is what to expect from freshies. um, the thing is, times to wear it, I think daytime would be perfect. Summertime, when uh, the sun is up. If it's a rainy day, I don't see it's a gloomy day. Maybe perhaps the days when it rains. Okay. um, the thing is, the fragrance, what does it smell like? The fragrance smells pretty fresh. First time I sprayed this, I had no idea, no clue. I just saw it and I sprayed it, and I felt like it is neroli. For me, to my nose, it hits It's like instead of mandarin orange, I got a burst of neroli, which is orange flower, which I get from Ferrari's Bright Neroli, Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. That's why I'm talking about them, 4711 Cologne, or these style perfumes, right? This fragrance gives me that vibe. And it's pretty sweet mandarin orange, to be honest. There's a small Chinese mandarin oranges. This one feels like that. It's very fresh, bright, uplifting, and a happy scent. Okay, so when I was talking about the vibe, they did make the coloration. It's like a vibe, it's like a vibe. It's like happy people. It's like people who are full of life. They joke around, doesn't take life seriously, and it's a very nice scent. So here is the issue. If this fragrance smells just like the California Dream, and you're paying $400, $500 for that, if it performs, I saw some Fragrantica comments. Someone said it's a nice fragrance, but doesn't justify the price point. And this is how I felt about every single Louis Vuitton that I reviewed. Most of them, like Ombre Nomad and few of the darker ones, they do last. But you can get one third of the price. You can get even niche perfumes which last longer than them, smells exactly same or better quality. So Louis Vuitton perhaps is the brand image, which is why they're charging a lot of money. MFK, Tom Ford, let's say what's the house called? Frederick Mall, right? By Killian. The fragrances are great. I do agree with the quality, but sometimes I feel you're paying extra $100 just for the brand image, and that's okay because they work so hard to establish themselves, right? So this compared to those, if you talk about a clone, I'm not going to say, hear me out, okay? Do not bash me too much, but hear me out. You're not going to get the same quality ingredients, okay? The Louis Vuitton or the niche or designer perfume houses, they're going to use so much better ingredients. Perhaps, their quality is better and these are synthetic, reverse engineering, and cheap. But that's the whole idea. If you're going to be using something for casual, I mean, if you're rich, that's one thing. If you're filthy rich, $400, $500 is nothing. It's just like you tip that to a waiter. Okay, if you're filthy rich, if you're driving a Porsche or Bentley. But talking about mango people like us, like general people like us, to us, these fragrances make so much more sense. Smells the same in air. If someone, let's say, using California Dream and then you're using California Vibe, you go out there, if they say, oh man, California Dream, right? And like they could not differentiate, then like, okay, you paid much less and you get in the air almost the same, but it's synthetic. Okay, these fragrances are synthetic, but I like their bottles. Like, look at that Sunset Swim, my favorite, that one is, and then Coastal Breeze. This is the beautiful green bottle, and I forget often which one is cloning what. Like the names, I forget because there are way too many. There's Mystic Dream, so there is like lemon seed, inspired by lemon seed, or uh, you know some sweet. I forget anyway. So this fragrance, what I'm trying to say, is it a good fragrance? Yes, absolutely. Good size, decent longevity, decent projection, unisex, summertime, safe to wear, happy casual style. Doesn't smell the most like natural, but or formal rather, but the sprayer is good. Okay, really amazing sprayer. So fresh spray, what I get from the opening burst, I would not recommend you to smell these perfumes, any of these, after spraying right away. You dip your nose like how I'm taking a dip into the ocean. If you do that, sometimes the synthetic alcohol and stuff can go through your system and can disturb your nostrils. Give it some time. When this liquid disappears, blow on that. And then you get this beautiful burst. So at that point, I feel like a little bit like a very bright Neroli. If you do not like Neroli, you perhaps don't like it, but the dry down goes a little bit different. I think there's the pear sweetness mask, and then ambroxan or something like benzoin sweetness comes up. So the dry down is also beautiful. So it's not just a top heavy half an hour cologne. You will enjoy this fragrance through and through, but the citrusy, sparkling, juicy mandarin will disappear, or the Neroli, whatever is in up top, will disappear after 25 minutes. Then you remain with less sweet, less citrusy, less sparkly, more sweet mandarin and the musk dry down with that benzoin sweetness. So for me, it's very simple and very simple. Not much of transformation. 2 stages. You can wear this day in day out for both genders, and no need to take this fragrance very seriously. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. It's a casual style summer happy fragrance on a sunny day. If it's a little bit breezy, it will project a lot more, but the projection, do not expect like Hachivat or Ani. Okay, so keep your expectations to realistic level. So for the price, this is very good. All these are very good as dupes or replacements, but quality wise, I think the original will be much better, but the price point is never much better. It's much worse. Okay, it's like I'm not trying to like recommend buy counterfeit LV and save, like, no. Of course, LV bags, it will have guarantee of lifetime or something like that. But when you talk about just one simple point, then I finish. Like, sometimes brands are just brand image. Okay, you have seen the documentary on Ray-Ban sunglasses where they make it how much is the real cost, or the iPhone's real cost, but how much are you paying in the end? A lot of factors involved, right? So it's all business. It's when there's a demand and supply chain, when it's like that, people are like, I need an iPhone, and not much different from the last year's one, but I'm paying $50, $100 more. People do that, like, so for me, it's up to affordability. If you can afford it, and then you're not going to say the same thing that I'm saying. But Ray-Ban sunglasses do not cost thousands of dollars in reality. Their cost is not that much, but they justify because it's a brand, and people like Oakley, I think it's much cheaper than Ray-Ban, but it's a brand, right? So you're paying sometimes for the brand. Okay, keep that in mind. So for me, I'm a practical person. So sometimes I do buy original Chanel. If someone comes up with a dupe, let's say Eau Extreme by Chanel, I would rather buy the Chanel still, because I know the Chanel quality is, the price point is justified somewhat within hundred something dollars. Okay, see, it's not always constant, so you have to be practical. Thanks for watching. Let's do a second video, then we'll upload it. Take care.